Once there was a man who had 2 sons. One day, the youngest son said, "Dad, I'd like my inheritance now." So the father gave the youngest son his share of the inheritance. Not long after, the cashed-up son gathered all he had and set off to distant lands where the parties were wilder and the girls were prettier. The good times didn't last long though. After squandering all his money on booze, wild parties, women, fancy clothes, and gourmet food, he ran out. Completely broke, the son was forced to work on a pig farm, where he was so desperately hungry that he longed to fill his belly with the pig scraps. When he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am, starving to death? I will go back to my father and say to him, 'Dad, I've messed up. I've hurt you and God. I am no longer worthy to be called your son, but please let me be one of your hired servants.'" So he got up and went to his father. His dad saw him from a long way off. Excited beyond words, he ran towards his youngest son and hugged him. The son said, "Dad, I've messed up really bad. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son." But the father called for his servants to fetch his best robe and some sandals, to kill the fattest calf and throw a party so great it could rival some of those in LA. The older brother, however, was not happy about this fanfare. He said, "Dad, my idiot brother has wasted your money on food and booze and women, and yet you killed the fattest calf for him, when I've never even had a tiny goat to roast with my mates." The father replied, "My son, you are always with me, and for that I am grateful. Everything I have is yours. But tonight, we have to celebrate because your brother was dead, but now is alive. My son was lost, but now is found." So they partied all night long, responsibly.